A very warm good morning to all of you, and we are honored to welcome you all on this Victor's Talk Show. And today we have with us Sindhuja Karanam, who is going to share her journey and how she is experiencing the differences and the changes in her inner world of space. So a very warm welcome to you, Sindhuja. We are really looking forward to know how your transformational journey has been so far and what are the other things that you're really looking forward to. But first, we are really honored and humbled today to have you here with us today. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Meenakshi. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm doing good. I'm very honored now to actually give this session on Victor's talk show.
I'm really looking forward to your story, and I'm sure if you all are watching it, please do watch it till the end because you are in it for a true journey. So let me somewhere come to your very first question today because let's somewhere begin in the starting, like how everything started. So, let us know some part of your journey from before the sessions, like how was your early time? How did you come along these years? What were the different experiences in your life? And how would you describe your journey before the sessions?
Before the sessions, I it was normal, but not completely normal, as I can say. I had so much of fear in the for darkness, and also I carried so much of fear and self doubt for myself as well.
Right.
Yeah. So that darkness fear I had since childhood, it is persistent fear, I can say. I carried it for more than 28 years, and
Okay.
literally after evening 6 o'clock, I was not able to stay even at my home. It is like my home itself is not safe for me. I used to feel like that. That was the things that I was going through before I reached out to you.
Right. So it was like there was nothing that we could logically explain around us that something is wrong, but emotionally we felt that whatever challenges we are going through, maybe others are not able to understand us. And sometimes they dilute our fears or they dilute our challenges. They say, like, some things that you're just simply fearing it. There is nothing out there. Just come out of it or just deal with it. And many times it is diluted by the society. Were there some incidences where you went through certain things like that?
Yes, definitely. Because this fear of darkness and fear of staying alone and all these things,
Right.
usually children will have this. Adults,
Yes, yes,
only few adults will have this kind of problem. But
yes,
I could not share it with the many people. And at home, even my family members knew that I am actually scared. But as there is no major awareness, there is not much awareness about these problems. Everybody
yes,
used to feel it light. Oh, what is this? This is just a fear. Uh, it is just like you are getting scared like a normal child.
yes,
So people
yes.
even used to make fun of me as well, my family members. And yeah, it is, they used to make a comedy out of this. See, you're
Right.
just fearing for these small things, okay, like that. uh, that I understood that nobody will understand the problem.
Yes.
Only people who are going through that fear, and people who are going through that suffering will only understand what it is. And others cannot understand what is the actual problem, and how that
Right.
person, what exactly is going through with that person. That's what I have
Right.
experienced.
Right. So it's like, as you said, sometimes they used to create a comedy out of it. It was not because they hated you or they were, not your well-wishers. They were your family members, but somewhere they did not just understand, like, why should someone be so scared of something, of the darkness? Like, this is something which we used to feel when we were kids. And many a times this happens to, I guess, a lot of us. Other people might not understand the challenges we are going through, and they might just end up, joking about it or taking it very lightly, not really understanding the impact sometimes that it's having on us. And maybe in those moments, it's important that we decide on our own, at our own level, what is best for us. Because sometimes when we are seeking suggestions also from someone, whether I should do this or not, they might come up and tell you from their perspective that, okay, this thing does not bother me. So maybe I don't need anything like this for this, right? But it's possible for some people who are going through certain challenges and they feel like, okay, I'm not able to do, I have to address this issue really on priority. And if they feel something they need to do, they need to take action. So I'll,
Yes.
come here to my next question, that what really inspired you to join these one-on-one sessions? Because other people did not see the need of it. They might have perhaps told you that you don't need something like this. It's a simple fear. You can just come out of it. But then what really inspired you to come into these sessions?
Yeah. So, how many years I should carry these fears? I had this question. So, I had this question every time. Why am I not normal? Because other people are not
Yes.
scared. But why am I scared? Means there is something different. I need to take care of. I need to look into.
Yes.
This is not common. If I take my husband, he's not scared, but I am scared. Means
Yes.
there is some difference that I need to sort it out.
Exactly.
That's why I thought I need to sort it out, because if there is a diabetes or any other kind of disease, we'll go to hospital and we'll just sort it out. But I felt like even this is such kind of thing that I need to take help and I need to address this. And I did not want to carry it since I did not want to carry it long, because I have a child. And if I am scared now, even it will impact her and even she will grow in the same way. That's why I felt I should never carry this, and I should not impact my child on these things. She should become bold. So in that case, first I should become bold, then
Yes.
obviously she will become bold. That's why I started this. So I just wanted to become an example of myself, as well as other women out there who are going through any kind of fears. Just I wanted to become an example of everyone, that yeah, anything is, there is a treatment for everything. We just need to
Yes.
take help.
Right. I think this is really powerful. Sometimes we don't feel the need for us, and then we just go ahead and give advices or suggestions to people. But I think what you have done, setting an example, do as I do. It's like you're not saying other people to do it, you're doing it yourself, and then you're telling others that, see, I had a fear, I came out of it, I took action. So if you are also undergoing some fears or certain things, take action, because just like I came out of it, you are also going to come out of it. I think
Yes.
that's really inspirational. You doing something and then showing it to someone as an example. I've done it, you can do it too. Um, Many feel that emotional journey or this healing journey or this spiritual journey, it's all supposed to be blissful, cozy, comfortable, and nice, right? So, what was your experience? Did you have emotional ups and downs? Did you feel or go through a lot of struggles as you went through those emotional, spaces of that inner world of maybe traumas or emotional challenges? What was your personal experiences while coming out of your problems?
Yeah, of course, this is not a cozy, cozy journey. And yeah, when I was going through sessions with you, even I had felt some emotional changes. Um, even sometimes we don't know why we cry. We'll just let all
Yes.
the tears out. Um, and facing the fears also. It is, this is not as easy, but we should make that guts to be there.
Yes.
uh,
It's like, they say struggle. So you have to struggle. If you're
yes,
staying in your problems, you're struggling. And when you're coming out of your problems, you're also struggling, right? But which struggle you want to choose? So I guess you chose the second struggle. Many of the people, they feel like, if suppose I have already come through challenges in my past, there are challenges in my past, right? So right now, why do I need to go through them again? Why should I go through all these problems again? Like, I had it in the past, I somewhere moved out of it, I came out of it. So why do I need to go back again to heal myself? What would be your answer to that? Like, why should we go back?
yeah,
We are in the moment, but why should we go back?
yeah. So even initially, I felt like that. I asked you, right? Should
Right.
I remember all
Yes.
those things again?
Yes.
I asked you, but actually, when I was going through that, you told no. If we are in between the tunnel, we should pass that
Yes.
tunnel. If not, we cannot come outside. Somehow, I took the leap of faith there, and I faced my fears at that time. And now I feel like what helped me going back to the past, the way I see the past is actually changed.
Yes.
So before that, I had so many, I linked so many negative patterns with the past. So when I addressed each and every moment, or each and every traumatic situation, or the situations that I carried stuck in my mind since so many years, and when we are addressing that moment, the perspective of that is actually changed. I'm not
Right.
seeing the way it is. It's like I'm not seeing the way it was before. Now it is
Yes.
changed. That's why I felt like, yeah, it is important to go back and address those stuck moments, so that whatever we carry, right,
Yes.
we carry our own beliefs, our own set of beliefs, because of some kind of situations, we carry our own beliefs, so those beliefs will change. And the way how we saw some people in our past, even that will change. Those moments will stay like that only, and the people also, their images will stay like that only. Their image will never
Yes.
change.
These people, they were there in the past, but for some reason, when the image does not change, they stay with you like that forever. So they might change, they might stop existing, something might happen. But yet, their images, when they are fresh and they are similar to what they once were,
Yes,
they keep on continuing. So whatever they said, it keeps on continuing, echoing in your mind. If somebody said that you're a failure or this or that, that stays with you. That okay, I'm a failure, and we start finding out the patterns, as you said, certain patterns in our life, and we keep repeating the same mistakes.
yes.
So yes, it is important to go back.
Their voices also will change. If
Yes.
we would be imagining some arrogant voices in our mind, and even that arrogant voices will change. In my case, I
Yes.
had fears with respect to some people in my past, and I used to see them like demons or devils, uh, because I was scared of some people. So
Yes.
when I actually address those problems, so now I'm not scared of them. They're just normal people like others. So that's where I it felt it helped me. Yeah.
Right. It's better to change those demonic or devilish representation of certain people and really start seeing them as someone who are just people.
Yeah.
Because when they are demons, or they are, super forces, we don't feel like we have a chance against them. And most of the times we feel powerless because of that. And then again, self-doubt, self-image, everything gets impacted. I
Yes.
think that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. So here, I'm really interested to know what part of the sessions you personally enjoyed or you felt really impacted you while you were working with me. What was impactful for you?
Yeah. They facing my fears.
Right.
Those sessions were actually those sessions only changed the way I see the things. Before uh,
Right.
mainly the ghosts and devils. I'm so scared of them. So facing the fears and facing all of them at a time actually helped me to face whatever the imaginations that I do every
Right.
day. So I, frankly speaking, I enjoyed. Uh, those questions are much scared, but yeah, it is.
All right. So, here I would like to understand one thing. So, we have been through certain parts of the sessions, but there are few sessions which are still left for us. And there are times that we carry problems which has been there with us like for many years. Maybe for some 20 years, maybe for some 30 years, maybe for some people it's more than that, right? So, from your personal experience and the experience that you had during the sessions, do you feel that the number of sessions which are required, which could be a little bit more or less, do you think they are necessary, or do you think a quick solution for that is also okay? Because many times people come in asking that can't we do it in like 2, 3 sessions? Why do we need so many sessions? What is your answer to them from your own experience?
So, from my experience, yeah, these many sessions are actually required because while we are addressing one problem, after the session, some more things are going to pop up, and
Right.
again, some sessions would be required, and yeah, many things we are carrying since many years, 20, 25 years, and I felt like yes, these sessions are actually required. Even 40 sessions, I didn't know how these sessions actually, we have done it. It has completely, it is very fast, right? It moved on very
Right.
fast. And I still feel, yeah, many more sessions are required. It is necessary.
Do you believe that everyone's journey
Yes,
is unique, or can we
yes,
provide the same solution to everyone?
no. Everybody's journey is unique, like everybody's problems will be different and their journey will be different.
That there have been many people in your life who have played different roles for you. Can we come to one specific point at where we are there in school? Like all of us have school experiences, all of us have our own personal experiences with teachers and everyone. Like we consider a lot of things, but then their teachers also become a very important part of our lives. What is your personal opinion and your personal experience if you would like to share something on this?
In my journey also, teachers played a major role. I
Right,
studied in boarding schools, and from morning to night I was there in schools, away from parents. So teachers played a
right.
major role for me at that time. And I it is like I feel like stressing too much about the
Yes.
studies, and humiliating children for not getting good marks, or even if they are putting some effort. Like teachers should recognize that effort, and a kind of holistic education, right? I feel that is not there. That's why even in my plus 2, even after getting 973, I don't know, I'm the only one person who can cry like that. So just stressed me more for a state rank.
Yes.
I did not get state rank. That's why I was actually humiliated. So I
You
think this
got
is not 7.
97.3%. I
Yes.
really want to,
And
emphasize that fact. 97.3.
and I
My
did
God.
not celebrate that because my parents were not there with me. Teachers were there, and I felt like they would have celebrated. Only people who get first rank, second rank, they will be celebrated,
Right.
and rest of the other children, even they would have done so much of hard work from morning to evening. So without celebrating them, treating them and ignoring them, so all these things doesn't actually, it will impact a child future. Child will create so many things for, it's like we create so many things for ourselves. We,
Self-doubt.
yeah, self doubt. We say to ourselves that no, I'm not the topper, no, I didn't achieve this, no, I can't do this. So all these kind of self doubts will come to that at that age only. And I feel like teachers are the first people who are it is like indulging that self doubt in children. I face that
Yes.
staying in boarding schools, and mainly in boarding schools, and all teachers should be first parents because children will be far away from their parents.
Yes.
But for marks and I don't know that corporate politics like ranks and all, how it will impact the schools or colleges, but it is impacting children. Yeah,
Yes.
it is hugely impacting children. And that's why many children, they are not expressing, and they don't know what they want to do. Just as per the academics, they'll just study, they'll finish
Yes.
off. Yeah, that is there.
Actually, yes. And if we see your journey, like some student getting 97.3, I mean, it's it's not that every day we go to a person and
Yeah.
they tell us, okay, this is the marks that they achieve in their plus two. Like it's a huge achievement. Then what you expressed as your experience, and this is why I think it becomes more important. It's not just with students who are average, but even the best students that are there, it can leave an impact on them as well. Because what we say, despite the potential, we can understand the potential you would have had back then as well. Like 97.3, I'll repeat it again and again. But the thing is, the potential that you had at that point of time, if perhaps somebody would have really celebrated that, do you think your personality would have been really different today?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
very different. Because 97.3, it speaks of potential, but then at other point where you were somewhere told that it's still not enough. Like 97.3 is still not enough. Or if somebody getting just 63% is also told that, it's enough. Like you did good.
Yes.
It really creates a difference. And teachers do play an important role in that. So really thank you for sharing that experience because I'm sure there are many, many, many students who
Many
will relate
students
to
are there.
this. Not just students. I'm sure even adults who have undergone certain experiences from their school experience will also relate to this. So it's very important. And I believe that holistic education that you were talking about, it is required. And I'll ask you this question as well. Do you feel that such interventions, that intervention, like suppose that we did in the session now for you, if this intervention would have provided you back then, do you think again it would have made a difference for you?
Yes. I would have seen life completely in a different way. Mainly after my plus two, I just thrown my books away because I
Right,
carried so much of negativity related to studies, mainly because after
right,
working that much hard and after scoring good marks, even then somewhere that unsatisfaction which was created again from the school, uh, afterwards I felt like no, let me, I didn't even take my books out. I did not study
right,
anything in my btech. Just before the exam I used to study. One day before the exam I used to study, and I used to just clear it off, passing marks
right.
like that. So it is completely changed the way I saw education, the way I saw
Yes,
education and the way I saw myself. After that, after plus 2 has completely changed. And if I got that resources at that time, if I would have got that resources, I would have chose my own field, what which one I like, where I need to
right,
go. I would have thought in a more positive way instead of
right.
taking it. It's like, yeah, let's finish off now.
Taking it on your heart.
Yeah.
It's like taking it really on your heart. And
Yes.
somewhere that child was disappointed. That
Yeah.
child was told that she is not good enough. But had it been little different, she would have really come out as a different person. I guess today
Yes.
you're taking all the measures, today you're using everything at your disposal to change something about your life.
Yeah.
When we are students, it's possible that we might not be able to go financing our own sessions, right? Because somewhere schools, I've somewhere experienced this, they are looking forward to creating certain workshops and many things, but yet the proper disposition of the service is not provided to the children yet. Like it's
Yes.
still not there. Somewhere we are still lacking in that. Children are still overthinking. They're still worried about, still, feared into something. They are not given the chance to really understand themselves, address their emotional states. They are just pushed into it. Like no matter what you're going through, focus on your career. No matter what are your challenges, focus on your career. No matter what emotional traumas you're going through, focus on your career. Right? So, do you, at this point, if suppose a child is going through certain challenges, what would you say to the parents? Because parents might feel that, at this age, they are going through these problems, they will get through it. We also went through many challenges. So, when it comes to finance and it comes to children, because they will not be able to take a decision, their parents somewhere have to support them financially. So,
Yes.
do you feel that it is worth investing into something like this for your child? If your child is going through maybe a depressive state or maybe an emotional challenge or maybe something when they are in their 10th or 12th.
Yes. Seriously, if I see my child going through these phases, I will be ready to stop her academic education and I will invest her in these kind of things. Uh,
Right.
because I I have seen the impact on children. Mainly, I have seen the impact on myself as a child, how I went through all those things, how I went through some kind of depressions, and how I took myself negative things related to the teachers and related to the books, studies, and all. If a child is really going through the problem, then parents cannot actually push regarding their career. First, if they are fine, if they are confident, and if they have a good self
They're
image,
emotionally
yeah,
stable.
if they have that emotional stability, then only they will be able to do in their career. This one, I don't even understand how parents will take it as granted. I mean, I can say that they will take their children as granted by pushing them
Right.
towards the career, because uh, just they will push for 1 year or 2 years, but rest of the years children has to they have to face their future. So once they are ready, then only they will face their future. If not, they'll not be ready. Just they'll face the problems everywhere, problems, and one or the other day they will just quit everything. They will just quit.
Sometimes that quitting part does not stay on just us leaving the education. There are many cases where many of the students they take very harsh decisions. Like sometimes it's about suicide or something, they just go into it because they are not able to overtake the pressure or they just give up. They start failing in their life despite having a lot of potential, they just stop performing. And many of the times parents feel that, okay, my child is weak or my child is not able to perform. That comparison comes in. They are able to perform. They are, going to foreign countries and doing jobs. Why are you not getting jobs? But yes, I think what you said is really powerful, where you need that stability first, and your child
Yes.
also needs that stability. So, this investment would really help them. I would like to understand from you that as a child, what do you have to say about, from a parent perspective? How do parents end up sometimes traumatizing us? They might be good or bad. We are not talking about the good or bad of it, but sometimes parents have a lot of impact on us because whatever we carry from the past. And in our past, we spend most of our time with our parents. So, what do you have to say about it?
Yes. So, yeah, even I feel like parents impact their children more. Even some parents have their own set of traumas, and they would
Yes,
have not cleared their traumas. And
yes.
I feel like those traumas they are taking their to their children. If some parent is arrogant, and he will show the same kind of arrogance to their children, and being that children will get traumatized. So when
Yes.
I face such kind of problems, and I have taken so many negative things on myself when I was a child.
Yes.
So I feel like whatever the which parent is carrying all sorts of negative things and showing upon their children, first even parents has to clear out the
Resolve
things.
it.
Yeah, resolve the things, and as well to not to pass on their problems to children. It is even
Yes.
important for the parents to resolve whatever the negative things which they have in their mind. And just if I take my example, I cleared out my problems. That's why now I am confident that I will not pass on
Yes.
my traumas to my child. That was the main thing for me. It was very important for me that I should not pass on anything to my child, and my child should be very friendly. I should treat her very friendly, and she should grow up in such a positive environment with the supporting parents. I want to give such kind of supportive positive environment to my child at home, that it is like I felt it basic necessity even for parents to give a positive environment for their own children.
By
Yeah.
working on their own mental
Ah,
health and emotional health, because
yes.
it's true, we all carry some or the other thing, and it's not such a big deal.
Yes.
Many experiences happen to us, and many times we are traumatized by it. But instead of passing on that intergenerational trauma, let's pass on that intergenerational healing. That, something's happened to me, but that doesn't mean that I have to pass it on. If I feel this was wrong, I can break it. And if I'm not able to break it, maybe let me take help. And because if I'm able to break this, whatever I went through, I'm not letting the
Yes.
next generation pass through the same thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think you have touched upon a very important point in this entire discussion, where how parents sometimes end up impacting their children. And parents, if suppose, any parent out there is listening to this and you feel that right now you're doing certain things to your child which is traumatizing them, or, somewhere putting them under emotional burden, emotional stress, maybe then you should reflect on, if suppose if your child is not performing, is it that you need to take sessions? Because your child might not need to take it,
Yeah,
but you
parent needs
perhaps
to
need to
take
take it.
session.
Yes,
Definitely.
they might need to take it. Children, they have come like a clean slate. Whatever
Yes.
you teach them now, whatever you tell them now, they will be molded in the same manner,
Yes. Yes.
right? So maybe
And
it's the parents sometimes. Yeah, yeah, go
yeah,
on.
yeah. And also the children need that emotional support from their parents.
Yes,
It is very important to give that emotional support. If they are not getting that emotional support from parents, they will look outside. They will look
yes,
people, they will look outside for people who give that emotional support to them. And that may end up wrong relations,
yes,
or
yes,
trusting some negative people, and seeing the problems. It can lead
yes,
n number of problems, I can say. So
yes,
giving that emotional support to their children is the basic thing, instead of passing on that
yes,
anger, stress, and whatever, so many things on the children. And
yes,
children will again look up. Children will think that, no, my parents, I can't share anything with my parents, I cannot say this to my parent. Let me
yes,
tell it to one of my friend. uh, Let me speak with
yes.
my teacher. So if they get a good support, okay, it is fine. But mostly I see outside,
They don't.
yeah, that too for children. I don't guarantee that it will end up the positive support.
Yes,
That, yeah, that
yes.
parents has to understand first.
I guess this is also very important because, as you said, when we don't get that healthy emotional support from the family,
Yes.
obviously children are going to turn outwards. And when they do that, we do not know exactly who they are talking to,
Mm,
to whom they are telling the problems to. And
yes,
this is the reason, even I have seen in my experience, it results in bullying. It results in, shame and humiliation by the peers. They start shaming you that, oh, your father is like that, or your mother is like that, your family is like that. And then there are rumors. There's so many things which culminate into that. And again, there are certain steps also which students take, children take, because they feel that they are unloved. Nobody
yes.
understands them,
Yeah, that is there.
right?
Yeah,
It's a huge thing. And if suppose parents start taking this initial effort of understanding that it's possible that if my child is not doing certain things, I could be doing certain things. So let me get this addressed on my own. If my child is not able to focus, are we creating a negative environment in the house? Are we fighting a lot? Are we doing this? Let's resolve our issues, our challenges, so that our children are not pressured by it. Yeah,
yes,
I think this is very important. Thank you so much for, bringing this into our perspective, this aspect where we are turning outwards,
yes,
right? And I guess that goes the same for teachers too. Sometimes we believe that, students are the one who require the sessions, but maybe at many levels, it's the providers, it's the people who are in power. They
yes,
somewhere require to deal with their own emotional spaces because they are also coming from certain homes, certain
yes.
backgrounds, certain trauma spaces. And we hear about it so much that, if a teacher is stressed
Teachers should take
and
more
if,
sessions, I feel, than
yes,
parents.
exactly,
Parents will impact their own
exactly,
children, just two, they will impact their children, two children. But teachers, if they are not dealing perfectly, they will impact entire classroom, 30 children or entire
yes,
classroom. So they don't know which teacher actually doesn't know which child he is impacting or traumatizing.
yes.
That it can be one child, two children, or entire class. uh, Teachers
Or so
should
many batches,
definitely, yeah, so
batches
many
over
batches.
batches.
Teachers,
Yes,
even some teachers would be arrogant with their
yes,
children. I have seen teachers who are very arrogant and telling all sort of negative things to the students. You can't do this, you don't know this. So first, that kind of teachers should take sessions, because
yes,
it's not that way to create a bright future for children. It is not that way. Yeah, children will take, okay, I can't do this, oh no, I'm not good at this. Children will have many possibilities. It's the teacher, if he or she could identify what he is good at, then it is fine. If not, at least teachers should make them understand where they are good in, where
yes,
their interest lies in. um,
yes.
if they are not providing that safe emotional, even the same
Environment.
emotional environment in the class, it will impact so many batches and so many students. Yeah, their
Yes.
future will also be impacted.
It's like the future of the entire generation and the entire
Yes,
country somewhere lies at that.
yes,
So
yes,
many times people ask that should we take sessions? Like even us, even mentors, I guess we also take session. And I always emphasize that fact that even though I'm in this space, even I'm a human being. So even I do take sessions because it's the quality of emotions that I'm
mm,
providing to you. And if I'm not taking care of my own, how will I take care of you? So I guess this is an important discussion. I would say it's an entire discussion that needs to go on where the people who are in power, the people who are there in the space of creating an impact on others, they should really take care of their own emotional states, mental states, and in all the fields. I guess that would create a huge difference. It's really important where the parents, teachers, mentors, or the people in power, they need to somewhere go ahead for the sessions
yes,
more urgently
mm,
than the others
yes,
because
yes.
it's us impacting the world. So our quality needs to be maintained. So thank you so much for bringing in this aspect as well, because
You can
somewhere we are still ready to invest in many of the things, but we are not ready to invest in mental health or
yes,
emotional health. We are
Yes.
still not. We feel like, it's something which is not needed. It's a luxury. So I'll come here to my next question. Do you feel that it's actually luxury to invest in your mental health or emotional health?
It is a basic need. It is actually necessary to overcome all those things. Even as a child or as an adult, anybody who has certain problems, and that too mental health, this one, physical health, it can be seen, and it can be seen to the outside world as well. But these problems, they will only experience it. It is not seen, people doesn't see. It doesn't mean that we have to take it light. That is the basic thing we have to overcome. And once that is resolved, the actual life starts. That's what I have seen with
Yes.
myself. And yeah, if not, I would have done so many things as a child, as I had so many inferiority. Like, I had so much of self doubt, I was not coming out. Mainly, I wanted to speak so much, but I was not going onto the stage as a child, because I had so much of fear. If that fear, if somebody would have
Right.
addressed that fear at that age, now I would have definitely become a public speaker. That is, I can definitely say that is the basic thing to address.
This is like an ROI which you can't even imagine. Like,
Yes,
if
yes,
you had invested back then, or somebody on your behalf would have done it,
yes,
today it would have been a very different scene for you, right?
yes.
You wouldn't have to even take a traditional thing. You would have something explode in your own way, something
Hmm.
very creative.
Yes,
And I think when we get those resources, we try to do that. At least some of us who are really aware of it try to do that. And I guess this is what you have done. So, yeah, coming here to my next question, I would say, do you feel that there is a particular age, specific gender, specific type of people who should think about taking sessions, or from your experience so far, is it somewhere necessary for everyone? I know it's almost a repetition of the previous question, but here I'm talking about, age, gender, or certain people. Because we feel that if somebody is going through a particular trauma, only then they should go. But I don't have any problem. I just simply overthink. That's it. That's not a huge problem. Or, I'm too sensitive. That's the only problem. Otherwise, sessions are not for me, because there is a lot of stereotype as well among people, where for specific people, they feel that they should go, but it's not required for me. Like, they need it, but I don't need it. So, as a person who somewhere saw two experiences, one, whatever consequences happened because of a specific incident, and another which happened over a period of time, certain people saying certain things to you, or certain behaviors that was done over a period of time, making you believe, okay, maybe I'm not good enough to do this, or maybe I'm not good enough to do that. So from your experience, do you think it is required by specific people, only people who undergo certain things, or do you feel that it is somewhere there for people in general as well?
yeah. In so some sessions, I took something regarding that overthinking. Even I felt
Right,
that uh, I was not able to decide few things properly, or even I felt like
right.
I did not have clarity on what to do.
Hmm.
And sometimes I felt like I'm pushing so much on myself. I'm not going on my own pace. So each and every problem we were addressing, right? Um, in that case, I feel like it is necessary for everyone. If they have something in their mind which is struck, and they are not getting solution, and it is completely, they are struck with the same repetitive um, patterns or repetitive habits. Yeah, it is necessary for all of them as well. There is no certain um, age limit for this. Everybody has their own problems, and I feel like it is just best to do it now instead of delaying for one
Right.
more month or one more year. Do it now. maybe you have a small child going through the problem, or somebody in their 70s or 60s going through some kind of problems. Like, do it now instead of delaying it, because again, we are just adding up few more days into
Yes.
that. We are
Yes.
adding up few more days, just postponing and adding up few more days. It is not that resourceful, and we'll not be able to move forward carrying any kind of discomfort in our mind. That's what I felt.
Somebody who is somewhere on the verge of deciding whether I should do it or not, whether this is right for me or not, whether this will help me or not. There are so many other options out there. There are so many questions that people have because of which we end up delaying, as you rightly said. We keep on delaying. So what was your thing? Because I guess you did not know me before this. You had no idea what is going to be your experience. So how did you decide? What did you do?
Okay. I did not think even twice to actually get into the journey. I felt like if I come out of this problem, then it is fine for me. What uh, just I want to come out of these things. That's it. I do not want to carry it for few more days and few more months. That's why I did not think twice, and I felt like, yeah, you will help me with this problem, and I saw that you will definitely help me with this problem.
You were someone who had no idea about the journey. You had no
Yes.
idea about how this journey is going to look like. It's possible that it could have been a traditional counseling session. It could have been anything, right? And it's possible there was a 50-50% chance that this would have worked for you, this would have not worked for you. But then, despite having so many things that people usually think about as excuses, what was it that helped you take a decision? Like, okay, these are certain things which might be possible, but what helped you, like, okay, let me take a leap of faith. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't trust this person, but let me take a leap of faith.
So, in my case, I know how much I was scared of darkness, and that too,
Right.
I was carrying it since many years, and I had tried so much. Not that I didn't try. I tried so much to actually come out of that problem. I tried it myself, but that did not work out. So, um, how many, I don't know, for 29 years, it is such a bad problem, and after doing so many trials, I was just failing. Then that's why I just took a leap of faith, because if I come out of that problem, which I was been carrying since 30 years or 29 years, it is like that is a gift for me. It is a huge gift for me,
Right.
and that too, staying independent without these fears, I literally dreamt for that. That's why I did not even think twice, because for me, what will be the next, I thought, what will be my next steps,
Yes.
that was important for me. That's why I did not think twice, and I did not, yeah, doubt so much on that, because at least 50%, if I overcome from that problem, even that is a kind of gift for me, because I was trying it since 29 years alone. It is not happening. So even
Right.
for other people as well, I will ask them to see what next. I mean, once going through the journey,
Yes.
if they have a kind of difficulty in taking decision, of course they will come out of that problem, and it is like how they see the things will change, and even how these the situations, how they see the situations will change. So many aspects will change. I think they should think about the result, or how they will be afterwards, so that they can take a leap of faith on this.
Was someone who was looking at it from the possibility perspective. Like
Mm.
most of the time, sometimes people think of, okay, this is how much I'm giving. They think from that perspective. This is the amount I'm giving. But I guess you from the very starting had the idea that what is the result that I will get? You're focusing more on that. And it's inspiring that despite having so many failures also in the past, you went for one more step. Like, okay, you know what? One more step. Let me take one more step. Let me take one more step. let me take one more step. I guess that's more beautiful. Us taking that one more step despite the number of failures that we have had, because Edison also got his success at the thousand time, and 999 times he failed. So I guess that's more inspiring. And to be honest, that is how I also believe. Like, let me go just one more step. One more step. Let's see what else is possible and how does it get better than this. So yeah, thank you really, Sindhuja, for sharing that. And at this point, I really want to ask you this question that many of the times we feel that only my problem is the weirdest one. Many of us feel that my problem is the most weird problem and no one else can relate to it. And that stops us most of the time for seeking help. We're like, nobody is going to understand me. My problem is the weirdest one. So why should I go ahead out there and even acknowledge it? So do you think it's important for people to ask for help and go out there to seek it if they're really going through something? Or do you feel they should just stay silent? Like, let me not go ahead and do it because nobody is going to understand me. Did you feel like that when you were with
I feel everybody should come out, actually should ask for help. Even in my case, even though I'm doing job, and even though I'm doing job, it is like corporate Bangalore IT professional. So people, it's like IT women are so much daring and dashing. They used to make fun of me, right? You are scared staying alone. And I used to literally wake up during night times, when my
Right.
roommates were not there. So I used to open eyes and I used to see everywhere what is there, what is coming, what is not coming, like that. Whole night I was not at all sleeping in my hostel when my roommates were not there. So even I was working, I was earning, I'm making good. It is like for outside world everything is fine. But
Right.
that's why I wanted to take a leap of faith, and that's why I wanted to come out of that problem. So, and mainly you helped me. I could share everything with you, and you did not create any judgment. You were very, it is like you were accepting whatever I am saying, and you helping me through each and every problem. So I could trust you completely. The same problem, if I share with my colleagues or friends, or even
Right.
some family members, I told people, they were just telling fun, they were just making fun because they don't know what it
Yes.
is. So yeah, I feel that if person is seeking for help, should come out, and they should also say about their problems and to their mentor, so that they will create a non-judgmental space. And
Is that non-judgmental space, it's
yes.
really important. Many a times, many of us feel that if I'm going through certain mental or emotional challenges in my own space, if I do certain things like maybe, if I'm doing some self-help actions on my own space, maybe I'll be able to come out of it, right? And we all do that. We all want to take that first initiative to help our own selves. So when, coming back to this, do you feel that it's sometimes important for us to have mentors on this journey? What do you feel? Do you feel that there is a need, or do you feel that we can take care of our challenges on our own? Like, it's okay. Or do you feel that sometimes, if some things are not working and sometimes are really intense,
Mm,
do you believe that
yeah.
mentors are necessary, or it's all nothing?
No, it's necessary. Even I tried so many things on myself. I tried so many times sleeping alone. I tried so many times, but that did not work out. So if the problem is intense, and if we could not solve it on ourselves, yeah, we should ask help. That is the minimum criteria. I felt like, yeah, we should ask help. There is nothing to feel shy about, or each and every problem is different. There's nothing to shy about. It is very important to ask for help. And that's how the day I opened my mouth and the day I started speaking about my problems, then only i I found answers. Yeah.
Right. It's like when you started to ask questions, you found your answers.
Yes.
So, if I quickly have to ask you, if we have to compare you doing this, going through this journey alone, and you going through this journey with a mentor, how would you feel it is different? Like, what were the differences which you found when you worked with me and when you were trying to resolve it at your own space?
Okay, so resolving at my own space, right? Mainly, it did not work out, first of all. The second thing is, when I was failing, I was creating so many negative things on myself that I could not do this, I
Right.
could not do this, I could not do this. So, and that negative, already there is a problem, and on top of that I'm creating some more
Yes.
problem. So I feel like I'm
Right.
overburdening myself. And a mentor will take she will mentor will know what is the problem and how to cure it. So it is better to go to the mentor, because we will get help. Got easy for me. If not, even today till now, I would have tried, and I would have taken
Right.
again that negativity, that I could not face this dark. Yeah.
But if we see you are only doing this. Like in this journey also, most of the things you are only doing it. If I have to talk about my intervention in this, it's more about guidance, giving you a direction, helping you navigate through it. But all the actions you are only doing. So it's still your journey. Do you think I
Yes.
am covering your journey or you have to go through your journey? Whoever is undergoing their emotional journey, is it their journey or does it become the mentor's journey?
No, it is not the mentor's journey. Mentor will mentor you guide me in the sessions, and you help me swallow that past trauma, or
Right.
any kind of things that is actually I blocked my mind with. And the day I need
Hmm.
to take it up, if any kind of emotional things that I felt, yeah, I just observed them, and again I reported you that I'm going through these things. uh, yeah, it
Right.
is their journey, and mentor will support us, and mentor will give uh, it is like mentor will take you through a
Yes,
process.
that tunnel.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
holding a
But it's
hand
you
and
who have
taking
to,
through. Yeah, yeah,
yes.
we have to
But
go
it's
through.
you who have to take the steps.
Yeah,
You have to take the
I
steps.
had to face the fears. If I said no, I will not face the fears, I would have not come out of the
Yes.
problems.
I'm committing myself. You also need to give that commitment from your end.
Yes.
And I believe you were somewhere there, like you were super ready from the very starting that I have to do it. No matter what, I have to take this chance.
Yeah.
So for me also, it was a pretty journey, I would say, from the perspective that I really got to work and help you, guide you on that journey. And I'm sure that has changed me also in certain ways because we impact, two ways. It's never a one-way journey. So I would say thank you for that, Sindhuja, because really thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. And I keep saying that, and I think I'll always keep saying that because yes, every journey is unique. So, yeah, so coming here, I would really like to ask you this question. If suppose at this point you have to say something to someone who is really seeking out something, like we have a group conscious seekers with us. In that group, we are somewhere trying to create a universe where people can really look towards things, experiences, feelings genuinely who are maybe taking on this journey, who are consciously seeking something, what would be your suggestion, advice, or just a message to them as you are also someone on this journey?
Yeah. So, actually, first of all, whatever the decision I have taken, it is just gut decision, and I took it very instantly, and I came in. And frankly, I did not know that I will be going through this kind of journey, and I will
Yeah.
overcome my fears. I will address all each and every problem. I didn't know that I will have this journey this year mainly. So even to the fellow conscious seekers, I will say that enjoy the journey. And if you
Yes.
want help, please please speak out, and please take help. And
Yes.
now this that too, this generation, there are people who are offering their help. There are people telling that, yeah, I
Yes.
will help you. Then why don't we take the help? Why should we suffer alone? So I tell that,
Yes.
yeah, take a leap of faith and um, get that help and solve your problem and be happy. That's what I wanted to tell. um, yeah, okay.
That's actually very beautiful and it's genuinely put, I would say. Like, there are so many people out there offering that, you
Yes,
can do this, let me help you in this, let me help you in that. So just go ahead and take a leap of faith, take a chance, use your resources to open up
yes,
accesses for you because you don't know what else is possible. Because as you said, like, you never realized that you would have a journey like this year. But
yes,
it was just that you took action, you were ready to, you were somewhere prepared to take certain actions, and then it ended up with you as a gift or as a revelation or as an insight or as a transformation. I
yes.
think that's really powerful. That's really powerful. So, what are your plans, Sindhuja? What are your future plans, and how are you looking forward to unleash your potential and use that potential to impact the world?
Okay, so if by facing all those fears and actually holding all those fears for 28 years and now facing them, and after addressing each and every problem, I feel like I
Right.
also need to help people, mainly women who are going through all these kinds of problems. Mainly, at least I want to
Yes.
create awareness about mental health, and to tell people that there is a solution. Ask if you are not able to find out the solution, seek help and ask
Yes.
people. So I want to create awareness, and I want to help women to overcome all these kind of fears, because in certain cases, yeah, we'll not be able to say it to our
Yes.
family, or we'll not be able to tell it to others. At least there are few people who are offering help and we can trust them. So I my next plan is, yeah, I have seen the problem, and I face the problem. I come
Yes.
out of the problems. That's why I want to help again women to come out of the fears that I have faced. Literally, this change that I have seen for myself is, it is like uh,
Yes.
incredible. Initially, I used to fear so much of ghosts. Wherever I see that, I feel, I told you right many times, wherever
Yes.
I see ghost. Now, if I see the ghost, I feel like, yeah, yeah, come on, come on, I'll hug you. I'll say like that. So that fear part, it is not there. So you help me for
Yes.
that. Thank you very much for helping me changing my image, how I see the things.
A very inspirational journey, I would say, because again, you are doing something by creating yourself as an example rather than just going ahead and creating an awareness. Because I believe if you would have created awareness before this, it would have been a slightly different experience. But once you have undergone your own inner world journey, your passion to create or impact in a manner which you're trying to do right now will be very different, because
Yes,
right now you won't just be saying that you have to undergo your struggles and you have to come out of this or that, but you know by experience what are the faces, what are the challenges that people could face, and how could their journeys look
yes,
like. All the best wishes to you, Sindhuja, for creating an impact which you are making an effort to create in the lives of women out there. Really wish you all the best and a lot more power and more energy to you for your wonderful journey ahead, because I am sure you, as a responsible person, you as someone who is really putting an effort to create a quality emotional environment for yourself, and in action first doing it for yourself, then inspiring the others to do, it's something which will go a long way. Some last
um,
word, something, anything.
just
No,
last
we
words.
are somewhere.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It's, I wanted to say, there's only, just come out and take a leap of faith and clear out your own problems, clear out the baggage. what we call, right? That
Yes.
baggage, clear out that baggage, set yourself free, so that you can actually see different possibilities out there, what you can do, what you
Yes.
cannot do, and all those things. Yeah, mainly that mental baggage that we carry, right? Nobody can't see that. That
Yes.
person who is
Yes.
experiencing can only know what that heavy baggage is. And I feel like everybody should reduce their mental baggage. They should set free mentally, so that their actual potential will pop up. What is their
Yes.
actual potential?
It's
They
like,
understand.
unmask to evolve.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
unmask. Let's unmask all the baggages and
yes,
let's really see the potential that is out there.
yes,
Thank you for doing this because this, I'm sure, whoever is going to look at this interview somewhere, they are going to get inspired to take certain actions or to at least realize that, see, if I am going through certain challenges, maybe if I take certain things, if I just decide to do certain things in different ways, my life could be really different. And if we are able to do that, please let us know in the comment box. Let us, let us share your celebration, because it's really important to celebrate, even if it's a small victory. It's really important to celebrate. And I guess with you, I could celebrate that girl's achievement of 97.3% because it was really special for me as well. To be very honest, it was something beautiful for me where a person is finally celebrating their achievement. So, yes, anybody who's listening to this and they have received something out of it, please go ahead and let us know in the comment section below, because we would love to hear your journeys and we would love to celebrate them together. So, yeah, we have somewhere come to the end of this journey. So, thank you so much, Sindhuja, for doing this. Thank you for creating that one more effort of an impact out there on the world, which will help in creating more awareness among people about emotional and mental health. And also, we are really looking forward to you joining this entire energy and effort of helping others out there as well. So let's see what else is possible and how does this entire thing get better than this. Thank you so much today for being here with us. I'm sure your journey and your story has many more people to impact, and there is much more to come on this journey,
yeah. Thank you, Meenakshi.
right?